Welcome to the Philippine Motor Show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Here's a menu of some of our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A pickup from Isuzu, the 2020 D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual transmission, and a mid-size SUV from GAC, the GS8 2-liter GE. Plus, a feature-to-feature comparison of two subcompact SUVs, the Honda HR-V RS Navi CVT and the Hyundai Kona 2.0 GLS 6-speed automatic two-wheel drive. On Autopedia, we'll talk about the installation and tuning of Uni-Chip, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall unbox Kia Philippines Power to Surprise on our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Mirage.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Isuzu. Before COVID-19 locked down communities and shut down the economy, pickup truck sales were surprisingly strong and steady for the car makers and distributors which had them in their lineups. Even more surprising was that special edition 4x4 variants drove sales. As authorities began easing community quarantine restrictions and reopening the economy, Isuzu Philippines launched the 2020 D-Max Boondock 4x4.
To the most loyal patrons, the D-Max pickup has always been true to Isuzu's promise to be a reliable partner in providing transport for business and family. And as the recent launch of the D-Max Boondock 4x4 showed, many owners also relied on and trusted the D-Max to take them safely to roads and trails less traveled, or even trails yet to be discovered. In rolling out the 2020 D-Max Boondock 4x4 in these trying, difficult, and uncertain times, Isuzu said it wants to encourage people to learn to live life differently. At the subliminal level, perhaps one message Isuzu wants to impart with the Boondock variants is for people to learn to face the difficulties with boldness and confidence, and continue to enjoy life amid a pandemic. Certainly, the 2020 Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual transmission cuts a bold and strong figure on the road. With bulked up bumpers and fenders, plus roof rails, the D-Max Boondock 4x4 is 5.295 meters long, 1.860 meters wide, and 1.9 meters tall. The wheelbase measures 3.095 meters. The D-Max Boondock 4x4 boasts a ground clearance of 247 millimeters riding on a suspension system, featuring independent double wishbones with coil springs in front and semi-elliptical leaf springs in the rear, and both using monotube nitrogen-charged shock absorbers. Adding to height, as well to the bold look, are a 265 by 70 R17 all-terrain tires wrapped around 17-inch matte black alloy wheels. One could easily tell the D-Max is a Boondock variant with those eye-catching decals and graphics depicting Mount Apo, the tallest active volcano in Mindanao and the Philippines. The exterior also features bi-LED projector headlamps with integrated daytime running lamp, dark gray radiator grille, engine hood garnish, front bumper guard. To the side are lip-type over fender, side molding, and steel honeycomb side step boards with the Boondock logo. The rear gets LED combination lamps as well as bold Boondock graphic. The Boondock also comes with a high mount stop lamp. Getting into the Boondock 4x4 can be a challenge for some, even with the cool and functional stepboard. The Boondock comes with a passive entry system, which means no need to take keys out of pocket to unlock the doors. Welcoming driver and passengers into the roomy double cab are comfortable perforated leather seats, front bucket seats with adjustable headrests, back pockets, and convenience hooks. Rear seating for 3 has a cushion that splits 60-40. The backrest comes with 2 adjustable headrests and a center armrest. The dashboard and instrumentation looks quite functional, but with a multi-information display. Infotainment comes from a system using an 8-inch full-touch monitor and plays CD, DVD, radio tuner, has Bluetooth and iPod connectivity, a navigation system, as well as an auxiliary in-jack, USB portal, and AV in. It also is ready to add a tire pressure monitoring system. The audio systems can be controlled using buttons on the leather-wrapped 3-spoke steering wheel. On highways and on the roughest of trails, the D-Max Boondock offers comfort and convenience features that are now standard in most self-respecting luxury sedans. Air conditioning, power windows, door locks, 15 storage compartments, 10 cup holders, 12-volt accessory socket, and 3 USB charging ports. A push of the button starts the D-Max engine, a 4-cylinder, blue-powered diesel engine with turbocharger and intercooler that generates 177 PS at 3,600 revolutions per minute and 380 Newton meters of torque at 1,800 to 2,800 RPM. In this 2020 Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4, power is transmitted to 2 or 4 wheels via 6-speed manual transmission with gear shift indicator. A terrain command select dial makes it easy to shift from 2 to 4-wheel drive, even up to 100 kilometers per hour. On and off the road, the driver benefits from a host of new technology aimed at helping with car control and prevent accidents like anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, brake override system, electronic stability control, traction control system, hill start assist, and hill descent control. Reversing is made easier and safer by a reverse sensing system complemented by a reverse camera. Driver and front seat passenger are protected by front dual airbags and ELR seatbelts with pretensioner and load limiter. 3 passengers on the second row also get ELR seatbelts. Child safety isn't forgotten. There are child seat tethers on the second row, as well as child-proof rear door locks. The 2020 Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 MT is provisioned with all the features one should need in order to live life differently, confidently, and bold in these difficult times.
The D-Max Boondock 4x4 should be among vehicles that can convince many in these difficult times to go ahead and add new fun and practical vehicle for the family. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Elevate your journey. The new Montero Sport.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
A new Isuzu dealership is rising in Matina in Davao. It will still be run by Isuzu's longtime exclusive dealer of Southeastern Mindanao, Southern Motors of Davao Incorporated, or SMDI.
SMDI has been in operations for 71 years. It has served more than 3 generations of Filipino families and businesses since it was established. This building has been a testament of how we overcame the challenges through the passage of time. It has become a monument of our longevity and strength. There is a verse on the Bible that says, there is a time for everything, a time to scatter stone and a time to build them. As we break this ground today, we will lay a stronger foundation that could last another 70 years or more.
But the new showroom and service center, being built on the same lot of the old dealership facilities in Matina, will reflect the standards and design of the new Isuzu Outlet Standardization, or iOS concept. Top executives of Isuzu Philippines witnessed the groundbreaking ceremonies, along with officials of SMDI. The Isuzu iOS design principles focuses on the creation of a conducive atmosphere for improved customer service experience and smoother business operations, the application of purposeful design tailored to customers' needs, and the communication of Isuzu's reputation for durable, reliable, strong, and fuel-efficient vehicles. Also at the groundbreaking, Isuzu Philippines President Hajime Koso said the iOS is aligned with Isuzu's global dealership standards that gives importance to not just the sales side, but the overall customer journey, starting from their inquiry, sales, after-sales service, and their continuous return to our showroom. The new outlet standard will enable us to provide customer support in every step of the way. There's a new Mercedes-Benz showroom at the Bonifacio Global City, and it will blow your mind.
The brand experience at Mercedes-Benz has evolved in many ways, and most enhancements are focused on improving the customer experience and customer satisfaction. The new 554 square meter state-of-the-art facility in Bonifacio Global City boasts a contemporary architecture both outdoors and indoors, with an exterior that sports modern design and a shift to digital. It is equipped with modern facility that will allow customers to experience Mercedes-Benz virtually and in reality.
A blend of contemporary architecture and a new age lighting and digital technology. A bar and lounge to relax in. A star assistant to welcome you. Tables and walls that serve as modes for product presentations and visual entertainment, especially videos of Mercedes-Benz vehicles. Product experts to help you learn everything about Mercedes-Benz models, technology, and ownership experience. Interactive digital process for choosing and payment of Mercedes-Benzes of your dreams. And finally, the handover area where you finally get to meet and touch your Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz calls this new showroom and dealership concept the MAR 2020. The MAR stands for Markenauftritt Retail, which translates to Brand Appearance Retail.
The introduction of the new showroom with MAR 2020 standards marks a big change in how Mercedes-Benz approaches retail across the globe. With the effects of the new normal, we remain to demonstrate our commitment to hold the leading position of Mercedes-Benz in luxury car brands in the country.
In essence, Mercedes-Benz wants to make even the process of buying a Benz one memorable experience. You are not only buying a vehicle, you are buying the brand. Nissan has upped the ante in the battle for stakes in the e-vehicle crossover market with the all-electric Aria.
Aria opens a new chapter in our history, starting our journey of transformation in our business, in our product, and in our culture.
In unveiling the Aria, Nissan promises an all-electric SUV with powerful acceleration and smooth, quiet operation, autonomous driving technology, concierge-level assistance, seamless connectivity, and a spacious, lounge-like interior, plus an estimated range of up to 610 kilometers.
Aria is a truly beautiful and remarkable car. It is the realization of the unrelenting passion of our engineers and designers who have poured their best into this vehicle to deliver something truly special. It is special because everything we have done with this vehicle has one goal: customer satisfaction. Aria will deliver more autonomy, more electrification, more connectivity to move people beyond and to a better world. The combination of cutting-edge styling, exhilarating powertrains, and a lounge-like interior brimming with advanced technology, this car is a hallmark of Nissan Intelligent Mobility.
The Aria comes in multiple configurations to meet individual needs, including two-wheel drive and e-Force all-wheel drive versions, as well as two different battery sizes.
So based on our past experience, we developed this new e-Force system, which is consists on the two different independent motor, front and rear. So both motor can control the traction and the braking independently. So in addition to that, so each four-wheel hydraulic brake system control the braking system as well.
The e-Force balances powerful performance with an all-weather capability with twin electronic motors, providing a predictable ride with sports car level power. The Aria is now the most technological advanced SUV in the Nissan lineup, featuring, among others, the ProPilot 2.0 Advanced Driver Assistance System, ProPilot Remote Park, and e-Pedal, Nissan Safety Shield System with Intelligent Around View Monitor, Intelligent Forward Collision Warning, intelligent Nissan Confidential C emergency braking, and rear automatic emergency braking technology.
So the ProPilot 2.0 is the driver assistance system that combines the navigated highway driving with the hands-off single-lane cruising capability. So we have a 3D high-definition map, 360-degree sensing, and accurate GPS. So you have a very smooth vehicle movement, and then no need to be stressed over a long highway journey. And then driver can share the fun moment with all passengers.
The all-new Nissan Ariya will go on sale in Japan in mid-2021 at around 5 million yen. Europe, North America, and China will get the Ariya by the end of 2021. The AutoNation Group, official distributor of Jeep vehicles in the country, has brought the Jeep Gladiator to local shores. The Gladiator is the first pickup Jeep has produced since it stopped production of the Comanche in 1992.
Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon for the digital launch of the much-awaited Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator expands the Jeep lineup in the Philippines and is the only trail-rated pickup in its segment. It's 100% Jeep and 100% truck.
A mid-size pickup based on the Wrangler, the Gladiator is powered by a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine capable of generating 285 horsepower and 352 Nm of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed transmission that sends power to all 4 wheels. The Gladiator is not just a Wrangler with a 5-foot-long pickup bed. It has been diligently engineered from the ground up to provide real truck utility, functionality, and legendary Jeep capability. It also comes with all the amenities and connectivity expected in top-end vehicles, from among others, an 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen display that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a voice command system to an Alpine premium audio system.
The Jeep Gladiator starts at $3,890 for the sports variant and at $4,790 for the top-of-the-line Rubicon.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to this edition of Autofocus, the country's premier automobile TV and online magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on head-to-head. Buyers should now be having a tougher and tougher time to decide on which subcompact SUV to get. There are just too many marks, models, and variants to choose from. And let's not forget the promos and freebies that weekly seem to get sweeter and sweeter. To help out buyers, let's compare two prime subcompact SUVs spec to spec. From Honda, the HR-V, and from Hyundai, the Kona.
Competition for sales in the subcompact sport utility vehicle market really leaves no elbow room for miscalculations when it comes to balancing price, performance, and features. Design also comes into the equation, but it all boils down to taste. And there is only so much one can do to a 5-seater, 5-door SUV. So specs and features really do count in this crowded segment of the local automotive market, especially in these dire times. In this head-to-head feature, we are pitting the Honda HR-V RS Navi CVT against the Kona 2.0 GLS 6-speed automatic 2-wheel drive. Honda's HR-V is longer at 4,294 millimeters, narrower at 1,772 millimeters, and taller at 1,605 mm than Hyundai's Kona, whose dimensions are listed at 4,165 millimeters long, 1,800 millimeters wide, and 1,550 millimeters tall. Both seem to favor the classic SUV architecture with subtle character lines and black or dark accents. The Honda HR-V RS exterior is loaded with RS design kits, from the front grille that uses dark chrome with honeycomb pattern, the glossy black front and rear bumpers, and side view mirrors with integrated turn signals, to the door handles of dark chrome. Black is carried over the RS design 17-inch alloy wheels that is wrapped by 215 by 55 R17 tires. The suspension system features front McPherson struts with stabilizer and axle-type suspension in the rear. The HR-V RS also favors the use of LED for the headlights, daytime running lights, fog lights, and tail lamp. The rear also features a shark fin type antenna and tailgate spoiler with LED high mount stop lamp. The Kona 2.0 GLS exterior also favors black or dark accents from the honeycomb grille, the black liners or supports to the fenders, as well as projector type headlamps. Narrow slits for the integrated turn and daytime running lights add a touch of uniqueness to the fascia. The Kona went from chrome when it came to the 17-inch alloy wheels, wrapped by 215 by 55 R17 tires. The wheels attached to a suspension system featuring McPherson struts and rear coupled torsion beam axles. Rear spoiler with high mount stoplights add a bit of sport to the Kona rear. Powering the HR-V RS is a 1,799cc single overhead cam gasoline engine with programmed fuel injection and IV-Tech technology. This generates a max 142 PS at 6,500 revolutions per minute and a max 172 Nm of torque at 4,300 RPM. The power drives the front wheels via Honda's continuously variable transmission. Helping control speed and power is a brake system that uses front ventilated and rear solid discs. The HR-V also features an electronic parking brake system and auto brake hold. The Kona 2.0 GLS is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder NU MPI Atkinson engine that generates max 149 PS at 6,200 RPM and max torque of 179 Nm at 4,500 RPM. All that power and torque is sent to the front wheels via 6-speed automatic transmission that offers manual shifting modes. An override lockup torque converter helps provide better fuel economy at highway speeds. Stopping power comes from ventilated front and solid rear brake discs. Getting into the HR-V RS is almost effortless with its smart keyless entry system. Once inside, you can turn on the engine with your finger on the start button. The seats are upholstered in leather. Those in front slide and recline, as well as adjust for height manually. The shift knob also uses leather with, again, some black accents. So does the steering wheel, which tilts and telescopes for that perfect riding position, and comes with controls for the audio and multi-information display. The rear ULT, or utility, long and tall seats for 3, recline and also splits 60/40. The high-deck console is highlighted by a large speedometer with smaller digital displays for such things as the trip meter and range computer. Honda has filled the HR-V RS with comfort and convenience features from power windows to speed-sensing door locks, an air conditioning system with touch panel controls, 4 bottle holders, 3 cup holders. The infotainment system comes with a 7-inch touchscreen unit with navigation as well as audio streaming, Bluetooth, 2 USB portals, built-in Wi-Fi, and compatibility with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Kona 2.0 GLS also has smart key entry and push-button start. It also comes standard with fabric upholstered front seats that slide and recline, and rear seats that split and fold 60/40, air conditioning, trip computer, overhead console with sunglass holder, rear covering shelf, power windows, door locks, and side mirrors. The polyurethane steering wheel tilts and telescopes, and comes with controls for audio, cruise control, and Bluetooth. Kona uses motor-driven power steering. Onboard entertainment comes from an audio system with a floating type radio display with Bluetooth connectivity. The sound comes through 6 speakers and 2 tweeters. An added convenience feature is cruise control, which is great for long drives on expressways. The HR-V RS checks a lot of safety and security boxes, from 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5, with driver and front seat passenger getting reminders, ISOFIX child seat anchors, dual and side airbags to immobilizers. Helping driver keep safe on the drive in various road conditions are anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, hill start assist, vehicle stability assist, and multi-view reverse camera. The Honda HR-V RS also features an Eco Assist system with Econ button, as well as Eco Coaching with the aid of a floating illumination ring, changeable up to 7 colors. The Hyundai Kona 2.0 GLS also checks a lot of safety and security boxes, including immobilizer, 3-point emergency locking seatbelts for 2 front and rear passengers, plus a 2-point ELR seatbelt for middle passenger in the rear, child seat anchors, dual front airbags, side airbags, curtain airbags, anti-lock braking system, and tire pressure monitoring system. As a final comparison, the Honda HR-V RS Navi CVT is priced at 1,508,000 pesos. The Hyundai Kona 2.0 GLS 6-speed automatic 2-wheel drive is priced at 1,188,000 pesos.
After comparing specs, the next best thing to do is a test drive. We hear some auto dealers now allow online bookings for test drive. Some even deliver the test unit to would-be buyers at their convenience.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant only for the foodies.
Live extra
with the new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Among automakers and distributors that have been confidently taking steps to overcome the challenges of doing business amid the COVID-19 pandemic is Kia Philippines, living up to its Power to Surprise tagline. Our special feature unboxes the hows and whys of the positive and somewhat surprising moves of Kia Philippines as communities and the economy ease out of the quarantine restrictions.
Kia Philippines is living up to its Power to Surprise tagline with its moves during the virtual lockdown in Metro Manila and other parts of the country brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. As the authorities began to ease restrictions to reopen the economy, Kia Philippines announced plans to open 4 new dealerships in the third quarter of the year. 4 new dealerships to open almost simultaneously, even after one group dealing a different brand decided to close down its network of dealerships. That's not the only surprise Kia revealed during Zoom conferences with media. More dealerships are in store by year-end and well into the next. An all-new model to be launched before the year is out, and virtual showroom is in the works. In a one-on-one interview via Zoom, Kia Philippines President Manny Aligada revealed the thinking behind the initiatives it has undertaken after government ordered the lockdowns and after it later, much later than hoped, began easing restrictions.
Our first concern then was how the overall business environment would move, at least talking from a business perspective. How would people move around? Because the nature of our business is that it requires interaction. And that's been the model for so many years, in fact, decades. So whether you're buying a car or going for an after-sales service, the physical presence of the customer in a dealership was critical. So the first thing we tried to understand was how would it be different? And of course, major concern would always be the customer. So we thought, what would be critical for our customers to be safe? Because that was a major block for them to come and visit.
As the lockdown was extended, Kia Philippines began taking note of changes in consumer behavior and undertook plans to adapt its sales and after-sales strategies and process to a new normal.
We also thought it was critical that we create capabilities to address the changing behavior of customers, because over the lockdown, extreme lockdown in April, we saw customer behavior changes. For example, the visits to the websites, social media was very active. Inquiries were high. In fact, through the web, it was higher than pre-lockdown. And we thought that was going to be a new environment that we had to adapt to it quickly.
One prime example of Kia adapting marketing and after-sales efforts to consumers relying more on digital platforms and social media is the Master Mechanics Initiative, along with other brands under AC Motors, Honda, Isuzu, Volkswagen, KTM, and Maxus.
We worked on several things, no? And the thinking was, how would ownership be easy? How would servicing be easy? During the lockdown, we knew that purchase would not be as active, but the need to maintain the vehicles would be critical. So we made sure that our dealers were contactable. We also, in AC Motors in particular, across the brands that we carry, we also created the Master Mechanics. The Master Mechanics is an after-sales capability that you can contact through Facebook, through text, or through the website. You can email, and you can be assisted by, as the name suggests, Master Mechanics. They are not a simple call center.
Kia took advantage of the lockdown to prepare showrooms and service areas for the new normal, as well as retrain employees.
So during the full lockdown, we went into a lot of preparation so that once the lockdown eases, customers would have the peace of mind to come and visit us. So we worked on that together with our dealers. We provided them several guidelines on how to make that whole dealership, whether they are into the sales area or in the after sales area, everything would be so sanitized and for peace of mind.
With dealerships physically prepared to comply with government mandates to prevent the spread of the deadly virus, and team members retrained, Kia Philippines was excited for COVID-19 restrictions to ease.
We're so excited because the environment is opening up. While there are understandably health issues, I think the overall population is learning how to cope. And we are part of that transition, part of that adjustment, and we want to ensure our buying public that the vehicles that they would like to carry from us are available at better pricing. So that's number one in our plan.
That excitement is partly due to belief that Kia has the perfect vehicle in its local lineup that meet new demands for personal mobility.
And fortunately for Kia, we have our vehicles that are apt for this kind of a requirement. In particular, it is the Picanto and the Soluto. If you are after the look of a hatchback, then that's the Picanto. And if you're after a sedan-looking vehicle, it is the Soluto, both of which are priced excellently well positioned for somebody who would like to take their own vehicles. Suddenly, almost overnight, there are so many small micro businessmen producing goods in their own homes during the lockdown, and up to today, you gotta move that around. And the Kia Cargo and the Kia Karga is the vehicle that is so useful for these requirements. If you want to use it for people movement, any purchase of the Kia Karga for the month of July will come free with dividers. These are clear dividers that you can put that will ensure safety of whoever rides it.
Looking forward, Kia plans more initiatives that flex its power to surprise.
And of course, we have big plans because we're the brand that has the power to surprise. We are introducing new surprises around the fourth quarter of this year, towards the end of the year. Because of the change in behavior, for example, in shopping, we are going to introduce a virtual showroom capability. And of course, towards the end of this year, we will also do another unboxing, a new model that we will be introducing to the market. Again, in addition to what we have already offered as our participation for the recovering economy of the country, we would like to bring in another one that will help our riding public. we will unbox that fourth quarter this year.
Kia Philippines assures owners of Kia vehicles and those who want to own one that it has done more than due diligence to make it safe at showrooms and service facilities.
I'd like to invite everyone to come and visit our dealerships. We're ready. We have 30 dealerships nationwide, and 4 are gonna open and be available for sales and service within the third quarter, likely within the month of July. And I'd like to invite everyone to come to the dealers and enjoy the really good packages that we have prepared for everyone. Special offers are being made for the month of July. Or if you want to shop around even before you really go to our dealers, you can visit our Facebook page or look at our website, kia.com, or we're also in Instagram. So you can visit us in whatever channel you prefer. And of course, we continue to listen to you. Give us feedback, and we will be glad to work on anything that you think is important. So come and visit us anytime.
Many car companies are showing the way that many other segments of the economy on how to deal with life under the serious threat of a very infectious disease like COVID-19. It is very important that big industry as well as small and medium-sized business and the community at large understand that keeping the economy moving is as vital as stopping the spread of the COVID-19 contagion.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Mitsubishi Strada Athlete. Unleash the athlete.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions. The WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we now have our second car review this week. GAC Motor brought in a treat for those who are looking for a 7-seater crossover that has it all. In this car review, we're putting on the spotlight on the GAC GS8. Watch this.
We have here the GAC GS8 GE variant. Under the hood of the GS8 is a powerful 2-liter gasoline turbo engine that is capable of producing 199 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. The engine is made more efficient as it is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission that successfully transfers all power to 2 wheels. For the suspension, the GS8 uses McPherson-type independent suspensions at the front and a multi-link beam independent suspension at the rear. Thanks to this setup, the GS8 can face any road imperfections. Let's have a tour of the design and styling of the GS8. When it comes to the exterior of the GS8, it was made to look rugged and at the same time neat and pleasant. Plus, it looks bigger, courtesy of GAC Motors' Light and Shadow Sculpting 2.0 design language. It's evident through its boxy design, which is further highlighted by these strong character lines hugging the GS8's body perfectly. But what makes anyone take a second look at the GS8 is the front fascia. The grille is framed by uniquely shaped headlights, while over at the rear a set of H-shaped LED takes over. The GS8 is also equipped with side mirrors with intelligent memory function, shark fin antenna, roof rails, and a mudguard among others. Moreover, the GS8 powers through any road with the help of 18-inch alloy wheels. Overall, the exterior look of the GS8 is undeniably one of its best selling points. Meanwhile, hopping inside the SUV, the leather seats spell luxury all over. Also, since the GS8 is a 7-seater SUV, it offers ample space inside even with its 3-row seating configuration. All of the seats provide utmost comfort and convenience to the driver and the passengers. For one, the driver's seat is 8-way power adjustable, while the front passenger seat is 6-way, and both of them are heated and ventilated. The second row is equipped with 60-40 split and sliding configuration, while the third row comes available with 50-50 split fold flat. For additional cargo space, the GS8's supersized flat-bottom trunk offers huge amounts of space, a perfect feature for families taking on adventures. Moreover, for added convenience, the interior of the GS8 is filled with features that provide nothing less. It is equipped with a 3-zone climate-controlled air conditioning, central control door lock system, and power sunroof with jam protection, among other features. For the GS8's infotainment system, it comes with a 10-inch color touchscreen display system that is available in Bluetooth and USB connectivity. Audio is enjoyable through 6 speakers. There's also no need to worry about safety and security when aboard the GS8, as it comes with the standard necessary features and even more. It's equipped with multiple airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic braking system, ISOFIX, stability control, lane departure warning, and front and rear parking sensors, among others.
That was the GAC GS8 GE variant, the flagship car of GAC Motor Philippines, proving it to compete in the market. Our second car review this week. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Alright, today we'll be showing you how a unit chip is installed, how it is tuned, and what are the benefits of actually getting one installed in your car. And here we have a 2017 Toyota Vios with the latest dual VVTi engine that already has an intake and a header. So we're going to be installing unit chip next on this car to get more power. In a nutshell, what unit chip is, it's a computer that goes on top of the stock ECU, and we're able to program this to give different commands to the ECU that says, okay, give us more fuel, give us less fuel, give us more spark plug timing, give us less spark plug timing, and among other things. More advanced features are we could use this to control additional injectors to supply a turbocharger, injector controllers for diesel engines, nitrous control, and sometimes also map switching. We can have up to 5 different maps for this one, such as if you want valet mode, total shutdown mode, immobilizer mode, and all of that. And this is where unit chip is installed. It's going to be installed very, very near the car's ECU, which in this case for the Vios, it's hidden behind the glove compartment. So it's 8 wires to install. On most other cars nowadays, the computer box is usually found in the engine bay. Like if you have a Civic, you have a Jazz, you have a Focus. All the computer boxes are now found inside the engine, and that's where unit chip will also be installed. So the way that we install it is we have to cut and splice a few wires. It's normally about 8. Those are power, ground, throttle position, crank position, mass airflow sensor, among other things. So every joint we actually solder, and then we shrink wrap and we tape over. So rest assured that nothing will get shorted, nor will it catch fire. That simply does not happen. This is a unit chip wiring diagram. Only we have access to it, the official unit chip installer for the Philippines, which is us in Speedlab. In the unit chip database, there are over 1,000 cars that have diagrams for it. It ranges from something as old as a 1996 Corolla 4 AFA engine to the latest Ranger Raptor, which we're going to be available in a few months. So it's basically 8 wires here. These are the 8 wires that connect to the unit chip. Then these 8 wires connect to the wiring harness of the ECU. It's, by the way, just the wiring harness, not the ECU itself. We don't open this up, we don't touch this, so that remains as is. A little bit of history about unit chip. This has been around actually for the better part of 25 years. The guy who invented it, Peter de Vert, is Dutch. He currently lives in South Africa. That's where he produces it. I think he gets a special government grant from the South African government for that one. And then it's actually exported all over the world. You can check it out on the internet. You can check out all the reviews. It's there. It's unit chip because it really is universal. We can use it for pretty much anything with an ECU. Gas, diesel, Chinese, European, American, Japanese, Korean cars. As long as it's an ECU, most likely we can install unit chip on it. So there are still certain cars like this Toyota Vios, you cannot remap the ECU, you cannot change the settings inside the ECU, so your only option for tuning is with the unit chip. Alright, now the unit chip is now connected to the ECU. For this particular car, we're using the unit chip Q4, which has an additional 4 wires to control the throttle because all cars now have electronic throttle. What this basically does is it equalizes the throttle opening, because with all cars nowadays, what happens is you step on the pedal this fast, the throttle butterfly opens this fast. That's the delay that everybody is complaining about with all modern cars. You step on it like this, it goes like this. So what the unit chip does with the throttle control is it makes it 1:1. You step on it fast, it opens fast also. So resulting in a mas malakas sumibat na kotse. So right now, it's connected to the ECU, everything's working, the car's running, the engine is running, it revs fine. There are no check engine lights whatsoever, so that means that installation is done correctly and everything is working. With every unit chip install, we actually put in a unique starting program depending on what the ECU is. In the unit chip database, there are over 100 starting programs for 100 different cars and 100 different vehicle models and makes and engines actually. So after this one, we're going to be putting the car on the dyno and we're going to be tuning it there to see what the final horsepower is. Horsepower and torque actually. So stay tuned for that one. We're going to be putting it on now. Okay, we're done with the tuning of the Vios here with the unit chip, and this is the results. This red line here is the baseline power. This already has our cold air intake and our headers. So it's about 91 horses, which is actually pretty good for a 1.3 car. For reference, 90 horses or so is the territory of about 1.5 cars like the Jazz and the 1.5 Vios. This blue line here is after tuning with the unit chip. So at peak power, we're at 100 horses, so it's almost 10 horses more at 6,000 RPM. But the biggest gain here is actually, if you look at the torque graph on this side, at the initial step, there's about 6 foot-pounds here. This is even bigger, it's about 8 foot-pounds. Then this dip here is another 8 foot-pounds. So, and this is at the very critical 1,800 to 3,500 area where most of your overtaking happens. So the end result is a faster car, more powerful, a lot more responsive, and drive normally. Given this, you should see about 8 to 10% better mileage. So that's basically the whole unit chip install and tuning process. As from start to finish, it took us about 3 hours total, from wiring up the car to putting it on the dyno, to tuning it, to getting out of the dyno. So it's probably less than half a day. And you walk away with 10 horses on a 1.3 Vios. For other cars, say bigger engines, like a 1.8 Civic, it's anywhere from 12 to 15 horses more. For turbo diesels, we actually get 40, sometimes 50 horses more. The best part is, when you sell the car, you can actually take the unit chip out, install it in whatever next car that you're going to purchase, be a gasoline car, diesel car, any brand, as long as it has an ECU. Your unit chip can be installed in that and can be tuned again, reused, make more power for your new car.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Automobile Electronic magazine informative as well as entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louis Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.